This is Wes. I recently went to Universal Studios and observed operators loading rides, roller coasters, and so forth. I noticed that the rides will leave the station not being at full capacity while people are waiting for half an hour. And so I started thinking about a tool that may allow the operator to quickly, efficiently allocate riders to rows on a ride. So I'll demonstrate this. Um, the solution uses a code page, table-to-table import with the access key and get access key feature. Uses a pipeline with Jinja. We're using regex. Lots of pieces to this. Anyway, I'll demonstrate. I'll start with the Fast and Furious ride launching. All right, so here we go. The operator is ready. You have four rows, eight passengers per row. You can see how many people are allocated. You can see the options to allocate in the loading progress, right? So we get, let's say, um, the first group is two people, right? The operator asks the next group, how many you got? You can see that this is adjusting as I click, right? So he asks how many people you got. They say, oh, we've got five. It's like, oh, I'll put the five in row two. Maybe then he asks the next group, and the answer is, oh, we have six people. So, it's optimal to put them here. Fill row one. Then the operator gets an answer, oh, there are eight of us. So like, well, we go to row three. That's optimal. So forth and so on. If the next group is a group of three, it's optimal to put them here. And then you're loading. Maybe you get a group of seven. I've seen some large groups at these parks. And then maybe there's a single rider. Often there's a single rider line. So, now you're at the point where you can go get that single rider. And now you're at capacity. So that means there there's no more um, come on, refresh. Lots of activity on my network this morning, and I'm on Wi-Fi, so that's why that hasn't refreshed yet. There we go. So we can see we're at full capacity. And so the ride has left the station. Time to launching in. Time to reload, the next series of cars for the ride. Not really happy with my internet performance this morning, but this is on a strong connection. This loads pretty fast. So there's the next load. Go back home, and I could launch the other ride, Hulk. Let's launch the Hulk. That has eight rows. So fewer passengers for each row. So we have um, eight rows of six. So this is dynamic, right? Works the same way. So I can assign six passengers here. It refreshes, so forth and so on. If the park is not very busy, we can move on. We can just if there's nobody in line. I've seen that before. We can send that car along and start over for next time for the next run. If anybody's interested in understanding more about how this works, the code page, the table import, the use of access keys, Jinja, regex, any of that, I'd be happy to discuss. This is Wes signing off.